Hey everyone, welcome to Treya Tarot. This is the collective reading for Tuesday, August 6th, 2024. I hope everyone had a good evening from yesterday and you're feeling a little renewed, a little more hopeful today. I feel like something's shifting. So let's see what the cards have to say. I did already shuffle these. I'm just going to cut them. I'm going to use Morgan-Greer today because I felt like it. I felt like it and it's what I wanted to do. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay, so yesterday we talked a little bit about how the tower might be showing up because a lot of the other readers that I'm watching specifically are talking about the tower, especially for this month. Excuse me. What I've noticed about the tower, oh yeah, see, I pulled yesterday the feeling of the reversal of the misfortune, but coming through as a bit of a shock. Okay, so the tower is about things falling apart, unnecessary structures, things that don't actually help you falling away. Sometimes that can be really upsetting, right? The thing here is that with the other cards surrounding it, it almost feels like the thing that's falling away is the thing that's unnecessary. It's the thing that you've been carrying that has held you back. So it's not necessarily going to feel like a fall apart, right? But it looks like today's the day where the structure comes down, or where the brick walls that are between you and the thing that you want start being deconstructed. The star is that hopefulness that should cover her up. The star is that hopefulness that looks towards the future, but also feels this, how do I say what I'm looking to say? With the star, you're responsible for part of it. You're part of the orchestration of the manifestation you're working on. You're not just the thing or the force that's creating it. You are also part of the creation. So in that card, she's got the two pictures and she's pouring from one into the other. In this deck, she's pouring both towards the ground, but there's a flow. They're connecting to each other. Both flows of water are connecting to each other through the earth. So there's this sort of divine hope inspired manifestational process there. The Justice card, that balance, that contracts, that fairness aspect, directly influencing the thing that you've been carrying. So from the first four cards, all I see is something being reset, kind of like yesterday's reading as well. There's a reset here, an overturning of the disappointment, an overturning of the burden, being freed from something. The moon, intuition, like I said yesterday, as well as the unclear path, the path that you have to follow with self-trust because you can't physically see what is coming or what you're walking towards. That's in reverse. So there's a clarity implied there too, just like yesterday. So now that you have this clarity of vision and you have the divine inspiration piece of things, how do you put up your structures? The Knight of Wands has this quality of policing your boundaries, or making sure that all of your, T's are crossed and I's are dotted, and very Mercury retrograde energy there. Make sure you double and triple check everything, just to make sure that you understand what you're agreeing to, things like that. And then the Hanged Man reversed. No, there's no more waiting. We're moving now. And I guess today there's this initial step factor here. This is also interesting. The Six of Cups often represents nostalgia, or while it can represent soulmates, and childhood innocence and, innocent hope for the future, things like that, planting the seed of something in the trust that your hope will see it through. That six coming up reversed tells me that there's no more looking to the past. The seeds for the things you're trying to create are not found there anymore. And any seeds you did plant behind you, or in your past, They're either coming to fruition or they're not. And it's time to start from a different perspective. That Queen of Swords tells me there's a new idea. There's a new way forward. You're creating from a different space now, reaping what you sow. So I will say this, you may find that seeds you did plant in the past or things you did initiate before now will come to their conclusion or their reward point now. So don't be surprised if you do receive some of the effort, either physical or karmic, that you've extended outward coming back to you. That could definitely be happening here. But it feels like from here on out, we are not creating things from the same place anymore. We are not the same people we were, and we are not proceeding with the same ideas that we used to have. The balance, especially with the 2 swords here, that balance is a reinforcement of the new idea. So the justice comes in with, now that I see the whole picture, I'm moving forward with this new concept of self, this new concept of life, this new way of manifesting my needs and my desires, period, from here on out. You cannot go back to the past or any form of wishful thinking or manipulation or any of that to get what you need anymore. This is changing. The King of Pentacles came up yesterday too, as an end result even. And then the Ace of Rods. Some of us are moving. I'll say that. There's definitely the energy of moving house. Some of us are ending up with windfalls. There's an influx of money in this energy. Some of us are ending up with windfalls because of work we've been putting in for decades. It could be that. It could feel like a windfall, but it's not. It's because of work extended kind of thing. It could feel like a whole new beginning, but it's not, because you've been working for it up until now. So there's a sort of balanced perspective you can have. None of what you're about to receive, and trust me, lots of us are about to get conclusions, rewards, results of things we've been invested in for a while now. But none of what we're receiving is being gifted to us in the way we would normally think. The gift is in the way we've interacted and in the exchange we've had with the universe, with everything around us. So we're an active part of this. And I think it's really important that it be said that anything you receive over the next couple of weeks towards the, through the month of August, any of your results or, I'll just say results, any of the things that come through this month are the result of effort expended on your part. So if that was negative energy and karma pointed outward, that's what you're going to get back in spades. If you have been working and, working in your self-knowledge and working for things of your higher good, meaning, I want to heal now, so I'm going to figure this out, or I'm trying to be independent now, so I'm going to figure that out, or I really want to open my heart to somebody, even though I'm scared, so I'm going to figure that out. Whatever it is you're working on is going to open up this month, and it might feel really strange, but in a overwhelmingly good way eventually. What's interesting here, I love this. I love the question mark that this places at the end of today's reading. The question mark of, is it ever worth it to win at all costs? This card lends the energy of the whole reading of, you're about to see where your motivations really, really stemmed from. This card tells me that no matter what happens for any of us over the next couple of weeks, that we're all about to learn whether or not we really had our own selfish ideals and needs in mind, or we had the good of all in mind. It's going to show us whether or not our ideas from the past led us to community and mutual care and all of those things, or if it led us to, isolation and loneliness. We're about to see the results. And in a way, that's a karmic process, yes, but this is going to manifest in a very physical sense, in my opinion. That's what this looks like to me. So today, keep on the lookout for moments where you can be conscious of what the end results of your actions have been. And for those of us who are going to get reward from that, congratulations on all of your hard work and your achievement. You worked for this. And for those of us being confronted with our karmic responsibilities, We can do this. You can still heal. Nothing is beyond repair. You can still work on it. You can still get back to the most core truth that you have. So keep working. All right, with all my love, have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.